Alright, hey everyone, Noah Walker, back with my video series Accumulated Knowledge. This week playing some more Storm against Devin Kepke, and he's playing Merfolk. In the second match, and I won the role, and I would like to play first. This hand seems okay. It kind of sucks that there's no natural blue sources to cast something like a Ponder or a Preordain, but I think this hand, I just feel like Probe is super powerful. Maybe this hand isn't good enough, though. I'm keeping, though. Like if we find a blue source, specifically like a basic, it'd be really good, because a lot of decks in Legacy play Wasteland, so. Ugh, this deck may next Chalice, too. It's just a gross magic card. So now we have to try to go off on turn 2. Hopefully we just naturally draw the blue source here, because I guess we could draw something to make him discard the Chalice, too, but this card is, like, just trouble. Silvergill, Lord, Chalice, Waste, Cavern, Island, Muda. Okay. Blue Ponder. Yeah. So the reason I played Ponder first is because we wanted to find like specifically. I was thinking specifically a fetch land anyways. Like, obviously a blue land is fine. But the reason I played Ponder before the Preordain is because if we're finding a fetch land, then it's better to... Actually, maybe it's better to use Preordain. I guess we're cracking the fetch, so it doesn't really matter either way. Like, they're pretty close to the same card, but... I'm just going to draw this strand, crack it, and then play a Ponder. Can we win with LED Rain of Filth? So let's see. We draw LED, we Preordain, draw Rain, play Rain, sack our 2 lands, play Infernal, have 6 after. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get... I guess it's just better to what? Oh, I guess the line I just said, we still have 6 mana, actually. I was thinking it might be better to just draw LED, play Infernal, sack. But that's not as many spells. So we can play 5 spells and have 6 mana floating and have an Infernal resolving this next turn if we keep this. But I'm not sure if that's better than, shuffling and then Preordaining to look for something that can get rid of the Chalice. Can I win from 6 mana? I could play... Oh, I guess yeah, I definitely do that. I'm at 17 life. I just get, I don't know, I think so long on this. So since I know his hand has basically nothing, I'm not going to shuffle, play nothing. So I just get ad nauseum and then do it for a good number. If this card is a curse catch-all, I'll probably tilt Chalice on 0. Huh. I don't know why I didn't consider that. Preordain. Now I have to bottom both. It's not even something like I thought about. I was like, oh, he's just going to Chalice on 1, then I can't win. But oh wait, they can just Chalice on 0. So yeah, if he hadn't just Chaliced, then I think that we could have still gone off. Maybe it was silly of me to think that the Chalice was going to be on 1. I guess I'm just always used to playing Delver deck, so what else would Chalice be on? This really makes me wish that one of these LEDs was not an LED. Hopefully we just find a Brainstorm or something soon. So, yep. 3 cards we can't keep. And another LED. Chalice on 0 is doing work. Vile and Lord, probably. Alright, go to 14. So yeah, we still really just need a brainstorm really badly. I kind of want to keep the Dark Ritual, but it's just like, it's just not something that does anything. Alright, let me think. I can still cast the LEDs, you know. They're not completely useless, but they're just not good. So if I keep both on top, next turn we play Dark Ritual, Reign of Filth. That leaves 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we play Dark Petition, leaving 4 floating. Play 3 LEDs. Play a... Actually, these might be okay. So I'm now realizing that I probably should have done it in the opposite order, because I know he has a waste. Okay, didn't punish us, but he easily could have. So since I knew he had a Wasteland in hand, I think doing it in the opposite order is actually just much better, because then it means that I'm not just gonna like have to shuffle away my top card if something, you know, like he plays Wasteland, sacks, then I'd have to shuffle away the Dark Rit. So all right, this is a Reign of Filth. Sack. Get one. We'll get a Volk. Blue. Blue. Oh. No, I messed up. I'm supposed to have one more mana. I'm supposed to sack my fetch, then play Reign of Filth. Man, amateur mistakes over here. So I'm supposed to get Cabal Writ here, I suppose. Man, that was really bad, because I could have had a red mana from the Volk, then sacked this for the extra black, been here with just red floating, got Cabal Ritual, played Cabal Ritual, got 5 black, and 1. Oh no, Infernal would put me at 0 actually. So we're gonna have three black floating after this, up to 5, 6. Man, just not having that land is killing me right now. Alright, I suppose I have to go for it anyways. Cabal Ritual. LED. 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 Wow, okay. So if I had one more source, then could just get tutor, play tutor, get tendrils, and go off for 20. But since I sacked the land wrong, then I only have 18 here. That's just read the card, Noah. That's just dumb. Tilted now. Like, and I missed the way to kill with past. It's just the land first is so valuable. I can't believe I messed up this game. Well, you have to get tendrils in just 18. This is actually not even a winning line. Not even a winning line. So yeah. Well, I'm really impressed with the fact that I should have won this game after a Chalice for 0 and keeping 2 LEDs on top. That's what I'm really impressed about. Yeah, that was just bad. Poor play. I got my land wasted. Got some Mood Vaults coming from my face. Oh, maybe even another Lord will come through. Lord, come through. Oh, I'm just dead anyways. Doesn't matter. Man, had that game. Just had it. Okay, that's fine. It happens. Let's move on to sideboarding. I think here I'm actually supposed to bring in the decays. Before I wasn't really sure because I forgot that this deck played what's it called? The card they play. You know, the thing. I forgot the deck played Chalice. So I'm gonna board out 1 island and 1 swamp for the drop in the bio. That's an easy swap. And then for the 4 decays, I think the shaves are just... Actually, Duress isn't that good in this matchup. So I'm going to cut at least 1 of those. I'm leaning towards 2. I think Therapy is just like a strict upgrade to Duress, so I'm fine cutting that for another 1. Then I think the shaves are just preordained. So something like those 6 for... Or I guess technically 7 for these. So, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks to dilute the deck with the decays, but I think this card will be really powerful in this matchup. I think another thing that I could cut here is like 1 of the petitions. Actually, I might do that. So, cut 1 of the petitions and bring back in Preordained. Just because Petition is really clunky against a deck with Curse Catcher. It's definitely one of the most powerful cards in the deck, but it's super clunky. Same thing with Ad Nauseam and stuff, but I think Ad is still worth keeping. It's just so powerful if you can get it off. So, I'm going to submit this. This looks fine to me. Hopefully I play a little better this one. Don't make any, not fetching first mistakes. Yes, I would like to play. So this hand doesn't have any lands. So initially it looks like a snap mulligan, but it has some of the most powerful cards that I could hope for. But I think it is just a mulligan anyways. Like, have to find too much to make his hand great, so I'm just gonna mull. The old Volcanic Decay opener. I'm still gonna keep this. I can't really mulligan, but I'm actually gonna keep the fetch on top. Fire off a little probe. hand is so annoying. Force, Daze, Chalice, Muda, Island, Image X2. Didn't even write the rest. Doesn't even matter. Force, Daze, Chalice is enough. Okay. So he doesn't have a Wasteland or anything. I'm just gonna fire off the Ponder. Sea Tutor and a second Decay. I don't know that Decay is good enough right here even. So just like setting up a really slow Decay doesn't seem particularly good to me. So I think I'm actually just going to shuffle these. Another fetch is okay. I'll likely just fire off another Brainstorm next turn and then fetch and pass. But yeah, okay, Chalice on 0 is fine. Honestly, I almost feel like Chalice on 1 would be more backbreaking a lot of times. But I guess you kind of have to fire it off for 0. Ooh, that's a good draw. Play a fetch. Crack. I'm just going to therapy away the force. Okay. Saying is Daze, 2 images, TNN. Actually looking okay over here. Next turn I'm going to fire off the Probe, then Brainstorm, then Fetch and Decay, probably. It definitely uses up a lot of the resources in the hand, but if we find like a string of cards, then we can just kill him because all he has is a Daze. But yeah, for how scary his opening hand was, I don't feel, you know, that far behind. Definitely don't feel like fantastic here or anything like that, but I'm really glad that I decided to board out the Duresses, just because I feel like I don't want to overload on discard in this matchup, but it's still really important to have something, and keeping in the therapies. I think therapy is just much more powerful in this matchup, so. But yeah. Let's see if he gets a creature. Hoping no. Relic. Okay. That's a card that's completely beatable. Not very worried about Relic. It's definitely fine in this matchup, don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, you brought in Relic, what a dumb, but not something I'm really worried about. Probe. Pay 2. And no his whole hand. I'm cycling this to get 1 card deeper with the Brainstorm. I could do it with both, but I don't think I need to do it with both, so. Okay, this hand is really shaping up, though. So I'm going to put back. I don't think I want the therapy, as good as it might seem. I definitely want one of the lands, but I definitely don't want one, so I can put back 1 land for sure. And the other card I'm thinking about putting back is the therapy. I think it's just the worst of the rest of the cards in the hand, so. I'm just going to play fetch and pass. gotta ponder, I suppose. Not the most relevant, you know, sequence in the world. Right there, that little end of turn thing. So I think I want drop. I think I'd rather... Oh, all my lands are blue. That was not very smart. Ooh, I really like that draw, actually. I kind of want to save this, because I feel like the amount of cards I have to storm off with will actually be super valuable this game. So I'm just going to fire off Infernal Tutor. Dark Ritual is like my best path to victory this game, I think. Dark Rituals into LED, into Sackett. It looks like he's considering sacking the Relic. He wants to sack it because his hand doesn't have any action. Yeah, exactly. But he doesn't want to sack it at the same time because he's scared he might just die. So I think it's correct for him to sack it, though. He can't really do anything if he doesn't, so. DNN, Island, okay. Ooh, drawing the Tendrils is so horrible. It's like the worst possible draw. I don't know how I'm supposed to kill if I don't have the Tendrils. Oh, I guess this means that I have to go off with Past in Flames. I think I'm gonna wait one more turn to use the probe. Like I want to get... Oh, maybe that's dumb, because if my plan is to go off with Past in Flames, then it doesn't really matter how many spells I'm casting in one turn, as long as I'm casting really good spells. So that could have been a little bit of an oversight. Image for some Curse Catchers. So now he has 3 days effects, essentially. So we have to go off with 3 mana to spare, which I think is just entirely possible with this type of hand. Ooh. That's a really good draw, too. I'm fine paying 2. Oh, maybe paying 2 is really dumb there, because now if he draws a land, then we're dead on board. So maybe that was a little loosey. Brainstorm. Put back Tendrils. Dark Petition. Yeah, the paying 2 there was probably just folly. Infernal. Get another Dark Rit. Oh, I'm supposed to cast the Ponder here. So the reason I cast Ponder here instead of next turn is because if he wants to sack a Curse Catcher, then that's fine. He can just sack the Curse Catcher. If he doesn't sack the Curse Catcher, then we can set up... Sorry. So the reason I play it is because if he sacks Curse Catcher, then he no longer has lethal if he draws a land. The reason to save it is obviously to add to Storm, but we're playing it anyways because the way we're winning here is just Ritual, Infernal Tutor, Past in Flames. So I don't want any of these. I think, yeah. Well, what I could do is draw actually the land and the therapy, because that gets rid of the whole hand, but also So what? 1 black to 3, 5, 8, down to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think I actually am supposed to keep these. So I don't want to draw cards that I can't use. So actually keeping these is perfect. Hopefully there's no land and we get, you know, a chance at one more turn here. Because I think we actually can do it. Triple Dark Ritual is a lot of mana. And I still think I'm supposed to just therapy for days. Devin is so good at tilting me. I guess I'm just dead to a land, so like complaining about him drawing a Chalice for one is like kind of silly. But that's just masterful. And I really hope I never ever have to play against Devin in a tournament, because he always beats me somehow. Whenever we're playing randomly, I'm just like 0% to win. Doesn't really matter what deck I'm playing or deck he's playing. It could be like a 9-10 matchup for me, and I would lose every time. So yeah, I'm dead. Just can't win. Messing up game 2 was really sucked. It was really dumb. If I'd played better, definitely would have won. This game, I think I actually played really well, but just not being able to kill him was sad. I was just really hoping he drew like something off for like a single turn, then we could win. Like even if he drew Force of Will there, we still had him because of the therapy on top. I'm glad I kept these two actually off of the Ponder. Like I might not have seen that line, but it's actually just pretty obvious. But yeah, that was a tough loss. It was a rough one. We'll move on though. In these next couple matches, we'll show him what's good. Maybe even win. But all right, thanks for watching.